All right, so we are beginning right now. Okay, so good morning, everyone in the countries where we have morning, good or maybe good nights. Someone is joining us from the United States in the middle of the night. So thank you for your interest. It's good to see you all. I had people from many different countries. I'm not sure that my Zoom link allows all the countries to join. I have to check the settings because I don't. I received some emails saying that for some reason it wasn't connecting to this session, so I will check that. This is also going live on our YouTube channel, so you can also follow the live YouTube in case you're not capable to join on Zoom for some reason, but let's begin. We have about 45 minutes today for two amazing applications. I don't know how I'm going to do it in 45 minutes, talking about both Padlet and Quizizz, because I think both of these apps deserve at least 3-hour professional development training, and then additional 10 hours of, playground and experimenting on your own, each one individually. Padlet is massive. It has tons and tons of new features, new AI features, new interesting ideas and things that I recently discovered. I have been using Padlet for, I think, 10 years at least, maybe. I think the company exists for 12 years. So almost the whole time I've been a big fan and used it in my higher education classroom. I've also trained English teachers to use it in their classroom, in the school system. And now I have recently discovered that not all professors, not all lecturers in higher education are familiar with this tool. Talking about Padlet. Quizizz is even less popular, less known, and it's really, really powerful. So I don't know, let's give it a chance. Let's try to. I was thinking maybe the only way for me to inspire you and maybe persuade you to go there and start experimenting and start checking out all kinds of different features yourself is maybe just to participate as a student, as a participant from the other side. So I'm going to share the link to my Quizizz, and we will talk about some of the new features being part of the Quizizz lesson. Okay, so you will see how it is from the student point of view. How did they join it? And then I will show you some additional information about it. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how I launched this as a teacher. And then I will be showing you lots and lots of interesting things here. Okay, so let me find, I have a lot of different tabs prepared for you for today. So let me find the right one to share the screen. Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah, okay, 1 second. I'm going to publish it, make sure that it's alive. Right, now I'm sharing my screen and we will begin. This is really exciting. Let me see that it works. Amazing. So what you're currently seeing on your screen is my Quizizz library. So I don't know how familiar you are with this platform, with this website. We'll find out in a second because it's interactive. I am inviting all of you to interact with me here. I'm not talking about Padlet now. I'm talking about Quizizz now. Again, sorry, we just squeezed two amazing, huge tools in one session, but let's see how it goes. So Quizizz is my go-to tool when I think about an option, an alternative to a Kahoot. So I hope many of you are familiar with Kahoot. You've played it, you've experienced it, you've launched it yourself. I've also been a crazy fan of Kahoot for many, many years. I think the same number of years as Padlet, 10 plus. And sometimes you want a change, right? You want something similar but different. So Quizizz has been this amazing tool for me. Unlike Kahoot, which sometimes you can only see the answers on the screen, the Quizizz provides you with the question and the answers on your screen. As a student, students receive questions and answers on their screens, really, really convenient. Another thing, another disclaimer, I am sharing, and I have been using my whole career, only free versions of these tools, both Padlet and Quizizz, okay? They obviously have an advanced pro version with like paid features, additional features, school features, district features. I don't know. It's massive. When you go to the paid version, you can probably, you know, really find a new world, but I have only been using free tools, and I'm sharing everything that you can create yourself in your own free account, okay? Both Quizizz and Padlet can be used for free. Padlet is limited to the amount of Padlets that you can create, but then you can delete or archive, well, delete or export and then delete the Padlets that you have finished, and then you can create another 3, okay? So the free version of Padlet allows up to 3 Padlets, and Quizizz probably has also some restrictions. I don't know. I see that AI limit, for example, per month is 10 something per month. Okay, we'll see. Anyways, this is all free. So you don't have to explore anything paid. It's all free. And I think free is enough. I've been using all of this for free for that amount of years that I mentioned. Okay, now another great feature. So you know that Kahoot, like the teacher controls the screen, right? I'm gonna be showing you the questions and waiting for you to answer and then discussing the results. This is great. An additional mode that Quizizz is really, really great at is that you can launch the game and students are just doing it at their own pace in class, okay? So you launch the game, they do it, you see their progress, you see their answers, but it's not necessarily only teacher-led. It can be student-paced. Not only teacher-paced. And in another mode, you can also assign any of your quizzes as an assignment, as homework, as additional practice, as additional exercise with a deadline. And I think, again, there are pro version allows you like unlimited calendar. In the free version, I think the most you get like 2 weeks of practice, and then you need to reset, either create a new assignment or just extend the deadline if you need the same quiz to be extended. So it's a little bit little details you have to pay attention if you're using the free account as I'm using here. I'm using a free account here. Okay, so I'm gonna start the teacher-led, teacher-paced, instructor-paced quizzes. So quizzes can be a quiz, an exercise, a game. It can also be a lesson. Another use case of Quizizz is to use it as an alternative to Nearpod, if anyone here is familiar with Nearpod, or any other presentation software where you share your slides and the slides are projected in the students' screens, right? So this is another feature, amazing feature, very, very useful, where you can deliver your presentation into your students' screens using Quizizz, right? So as I said, there is instructor-paced, which is similar to Kahoot. Classic mode means that students are doing it at their own pace. There is like a game, mastery pick game. You can also launch it as a test. You can launch the team mode, and sometimes I do that face-to-face when students have to pair up and compete with other groups of students. So it's really, really fun. And there is also paper mode for classes that don't allow the use of phones. You can actually print some paper sheets, and students can participate in this game. Low tech, no, not digitally. Okay, so we'll just do the classic instructor paced. Classic for me because I'm using it all the time. Okay, let's go. Another interesting thing that you have here is accommodation. So I'll show it to you later. You can actually allow your students to hear, to have read aloud on the screen. So everything is on the screen, can be read for them. Isn't it amazing? Question timer. Why is, let me just make it smaller because I don't see the start button. Okay, it's just I have a lot of things on my screen. Now I found it. Okay, start is here. Let's begin. And I will also show you how you share it with your students. You can show them a QR code if you're in the classroom, right? Join via QR. I know that we are on Zoom now. So for those who are on YouTube Live and you have a computer and a phone, you can scan and join the game. But for our Zoom participants, I'll just copy the link, put it in the chat. And please join me here. I think also this is one of the great features of this AI breaks. While you're joining, I'll introduce those who are here for the first time. Webinar. This session is part of our Impact Exchange International Collaboration program, where we provide professional development for academics in higher education and including youth organizations, school teachers, and of course students. So this particular session is not for students because I'm going into pedagogy use cases from the teacher perspective. Okay, so I hope you are here in the right place. I also saw in the registration that one student who joined from electrical engineering, and I would say, why would you want to learn about Padlet and quizzes for teaching? Maybe the student is a TA. You are a TA, then of course, it's a great place for you to learn about pedagogy in higher education. Okay, we have 31 participants. You see, there is no limit to how many people can join a session in a free account of Quizizz. I'm not going to wait much longer. If you're not inside, you're also please more than welcome to respond in the chat if you're not inside the game, because I want to start right now. If you are doing it on your computer, you probably want to go and look at the other screen that was open for you. And I'm going to show you that as a teacher. Let me skip. And let's see. Zoom view. So when I do it in class and I'm waiting for my students to respond. Responses view. Something is not working here. Well, the first question is, I know why. Okay, finally, you can see something, right? The first question, you can see the introduction. Okay, hi, this is the Impact coffee break session, AI coffee break about Padlet and Impact. And this is a Droid feature, so forget about it. It's just to show you that you can ask your students to circle the correct answer on one of your images, okay? And it works. Okay, just showing you the different features in the free version of this app. Okay, let's proceed to the real question, because this was just an exercise to show you that there is a drawing feature in the game, just like in Nearpod, if you're familiar. Some participants are yet to answer. We don't need to wait. Do you want to proceed? Let's go to the next question, which is actually going to be a real question. Next question. So the first question, real question, question two. I want to see whether you know about it. Okay, see, I can go from full question view to chart view to actually I can see the progress. So sometimes I'm showing this is like a poll, right? Everyone is answering whatever they know. Never used it before. We have more than half of the audience that never used Quizizz. Learned the new tool already. Tried it once or twice, and frequent users. We have some frequent users. I can call myself a frequent user. I use it every semester with almost every group of students, but they have expanded massively the features of it. So it's like, I'm a frequent user, but I don't know I don't know enough about this tool. Now I know, but you can probably actually learn new things about the tool as well. Let's go to the next question, which is going to be about Padlet. Let's find out how many of you are familiar with Padlet. Same options. I'm wondering if there is anyone here who never used it before, and we have, wow, several people who've never used Padlet. I was really surprised when I found out that yeah, there are lecturers who don't know what Padlet is. Padlet, what is this? Okay. Let's see, it's amazing. We do have a lot of frequent users. I know that Many more people are using it already, a little bit or even frequently, but there are some that don't know this. We'll find out what it is in a second. I'm gonna go and read the next question. And now it's gonna be about different newer features that have been released with Padlet. And most of the questions now are about Padlet, actually. Many of you already know about it. First of all, what is it? What is Padlet? Those of you who are not inside the game, it's on the screen, Padlet, and then, you know what, I think it's there is probably in between slides, I will do that. So for those of you who are not familiar with Padlet or the newer feature of Padlet, let me close this and see the number of correct answers. Yes, so you got it. And now here I can also turn off the music because we don't want that distraction here. But basically in class, when you are, face to face, it's really fun to have some little background music. You can turn it up and down in terms of the volume. So yes, now let me go back to the full question. Normally, when you say Padlet, you can envision this visual collaboration board, right? Kind of board where people can post things. Now, a new development is that it's not only writing anymore, you can actually post pretty much anything, including videos, audio, like recorded audio live. You can post files. You can actually search things on the internet and post from the internet directly. You can generate AI content directly inside Padlet, including AI images and AI texts, generated tests. You can generate questions with tests and pretty much anything. It's also been developed into a kind of a whiteboarding sandbox. You will see what it is in a minute. For launching real lessons, you can project slides, you can do lots of different things. It's more than you have ever experienced with Padlet. It's really, really amazing. So the correct answer is all of the above. Padlet is massive. Let's go to the next question. Next question is also about Padlet. All the questions are going to be about Padlet, and then I will show you Padlet itself. Did you know that you can deliver a presentation using Padlet posts as your slides? Yes or no? It's a yes and no. And there is no music now, which is now weird. I can't hear the tick, 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 tick when you answer, but that's fine. I think it's better for you because you can hear me better, right? Right. Okay, so let's see the answers. Let's see, and it's half and half. Let's see. Like the minority of you knew, right? The question was, did you know that you can present with Padlet? Some of you, again, not many answered because some of you have never used Padlet, obviously. Some of you maybe used it once. Of course, you would not use it as a presentation software because you have no idea. And even those frequent users, including myself, I didn't know that until recently. You can go into the presentation mode and it's gorgeous. Imagine the pedagogical situation where you ask your students, maybe in groups, maybe individually, like any kind of activity where they post something. They can post something individually, or they can also post something as a group, as a team, right? But then how do you give them feedback? You can see all the posts in one board, and it's like a little bit distracting, especially those long Padlets when you have a lot of posts. How do you even give them feedback with the Padlet? Wow, you can actually present your Padlet live. Let me maybe show it 1 second. I have a Padlet here. I'll show you, which I created. I'll just show it to you quickly. It's called Tools for Language Teaching. I just put so again, for those of you who are not familiar, Padlet can be organized in many different ways, as just sticker notes or timelines or vision boards, or in this case, I have this added sections. So I have different sections for different things here. So I have essentials. I think these tools are real basics, and everyone needs to know and be familiar with these tools. There are some free and powerful tools that I recommend for teaching. And as you can see, Quizizz and Padlet are among my top first free and powerful tools that you have to know about. And then there are some others, including different AI tools and platforms. Then I have a collection of powerful, but maybe you need a paid account to really leverage them, and so on and so forth. So it's a nice Padlet I'm putting together, and I will be sharing this with all of you for free, of course. It's my resource pack for my colleagues. So look at this. On the side, on your right, you have this play button, which actually means open slideshow based on your post and see what happens. When I click on this play button, voila, it's amazing. Get ready to be surprised and amazed. First of all, you can scan the code. I don't know, probably it takes you to this Padlet. And then you see the title of the Padlet. And then you go in and see the name of the first section. And then it takes me tool by tool. And okay, I have this tool, and then I have that tool. Actually, everything here is the link. So you can click on it and it takes you to the tool, because I created it as a resource, Padlet resource, for people to click and go to discover the tool. And then the next category is free and powerful, and we go like this. Isn't it amazing? Imagine your students can actually create like those little posts as posts on Padlet, but then they need to present their group work. So they just go into this wonderful presentation slideshow view, and then they deliver what they have worked on. I think it's brilliant, and I really love it. And I'm definitely going to be using this thing. I haven't been using it yet, but I think it's wonderful. And I see some of you are posting something. Yeah, amazing, great idea, great things. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for your feedback in the chat. I'm trying to read that too. Back to our Quizlet. I just have to find where it is. See, I have too many open. Is it this one? No, this one. Okay, next question. So next question is going to be also about Padlet. Can you customize your Padlet comments so that only AI image, it's just an example, can be added as a comment? So imagine you have some posts, but then you want students to interact with each other posts, and you can actually limit what they can post in the comments. So you can ask only for a video comment, for example, or only for audio comment. So is it true or false that you can really customize and request only AI image generated as a comment? Can you do that or not? True or false? Let's see. We got 22 responses. Let's see. Chart view. Okay, true. Obviously it's true. Some think it's false, but why would I put it on in this quiz, right? As a question, of course it's true. So let me show you. Back to our example Padlet, right? Wonderful example. These little thing settings, right? I'm clicking on the settings on the side. And then on top of the settings, I apologize that it's quite small. I'm trying to enlarge this a little bit. Right, so among the settings, you have lots of different things. And when we talk about comments, it's engagement, right? You want your students not only to post, you also want them to engage with each other's content in different ways. And I will also show you some examples. So in the engagement, right, we have comments on, but it's not all. Click on it and discover, wow, all this. Now, in order for you to limit the type of the comment that you want to allow, you will deselect all, right? First of all, you allow new comments, obviously, but then instead of allowing everything and anything, right, you just deselect all, and then you decide what do you want your students to post. So how do you want them to comment? Do you want them to comment with a video recorder? Go for it. You can even customize and say, okay, I want my students to record only for like less than 1 minute or just up to 2 minutes. And if you need longer, that would be a paid version, but we don't talk about paid, only free. Up to 2 minutes is more than enough for a video. You know, we're dealing with shorts generation, so 15 seconds is also enough sometimes, right? Okay. What else? Hotels. Ah, look, they even have augmented reality filters. So like students can put their augmented background, characters, effects, wonderful feature. It's really, really wonderful for education because sometimes these features are used in a school system with younger participants, and they're sometimes, kids don't want to put their faces on, and also students sometimes feel more comfortable putting the character faces rather than their own. So you can allow it or you can block it, right? It's not allowed. What else? You can, again, go and allow only audio responses, right? So this is how you can use Padlet for teaching speaking, right? You can do the screen record, the drawing. You can, this is the question was, can you ask your students to generate an image with AI based on the prompt, for example? You can have a prompt in your post, and then the students can comment with the actual images that they generated, maybe altering the prompt a little bit, and some kind of an interesting activity you can think about, right? You can ask only YouTube videos on the prompt, right? You can post something, and in the comments you can only request YouTube videos to be posted. Isn't it crazy? You can really be creative and think about different ways you can use it. You can also select all, and then when all is selected, see how it works. As a participant, you will try and add a comment, and then you have all these options, right? So you need to choose, what do you want to do here? Do you want to just type something, or do you want to search for images on the internet? Do you want to post a link? And so on and so forth. Okay, so this is comment. Okay, back to our little activity. We have about 20 minutes. I hope I managed with timing because I have tons of things to show you. Padlet posts, those stickers, right? Padlet posts can be submitted on Moodle for automatic grading. For those of you who don't know what Moodle is, it's some institutions use it as a learning management system. So basically, if you don't have Moodle, any kind of maybe Canvas or any kind of platform, Google Classroom, where you request your students to submit something and where you track their grades, can you connect Padlet to your learning management system and have it graded automatically? Or is it too good to be true? No way, that's impossible, or true? Let's see. Okay, you got my, I don't know if it's a true with an exclamation mark. Maybe I needed to add another thing and do the poll instead of the right and wrong. The answer is true. You can do that. I'm pretty sure you don't know how, right? And that's something we need another session for, so you can reach out and we'll see how and when, and whether you need a individual support with this. But yes, you can ask your students to copy the link to their individual post and submit it. Submit it wherever you want this to be submitted. But then on Moodle, you have an option of a quiz, and this quiz can be automatically graded. Okay, so yes, it's possible. And I have been doing it already for 3 semesters. Really, really loving it because I love using Padlet. I have my students introduce themselves on Padlet, post videos on Padlet, but then I hated going back and forth and trying to grade this manually. It was really, really manual, time-consuming work. So now I have this amazing hack where I have my students submit their Padlet post on Moodle and it's graded automatically for me. Wow, amazing. Next question. Next question. Padlet can be used as an alternative to Flipgrid. For those of you who are not familiar, it doesn't exist anymore. It's Microsoft feature for the recording video and audio. It used to be very popular among, again, language teaching and in schools. Jamboard was a Google feature, and as an alternative to slides, you had Google, Sheets, Google Docs, Google everything, and Google Jamboard. Now it has been discontinued, and what do we do? Especially those who have used Jamboard. Now you can use, the answer is true. The answer is true. Okay, let's see if you got the right answer. Yeah. Okay, yes, you're capable to use a Flipgrid, Padlet as an alternative to kind of interactive whiteboard. What is the difference between a classic Padlet and interactive whiteboard is that you have all those features of, task management, project management, drawing different shapes, different arrows between things. You can organize processes, you can put different stickers. So it's beyond just posting. It's not only posts, it's all kinds of features where you can organize posts in a fun way. So this is a whiteboard feature. It's pretty new. It's very, very interesting. Next question. And then I think it's going to be the last question. And then we are really some more presentation options. So I actually, when I thought about what I'm going to talk about here in this session about Padlet, I thought about things that are really new discoveries for me personally that I really love. So there is a thing called Padlet search option. You can, search your Padlet for information. Something new and powerful and really amazing is called predefined post fields. So you can actually, let me go into the full question view. So predefined post fields means that you ask a question, but then instead of just starting from blank, you can predefine the beginning of the answer or give additional questions, additional sections within each post. And then the students know what they need to do actually, right? In addition to the general instruction, when they go into posting, they will have some prompts. They will have some additional questions that guides them on what they need to answer. So this is really powerful. It's pretty new also. And if you want to see an example, maybe I can show it quickly. I don't know, we didn't get too many votes on this, but I know you didn't have time to read even everything. So I'll show it to you in a second. You can create a custom URL that leads to your Padlet. You can export your Padlet as a PDF and then give this PDF to your AI of your choice. I don't know, ChatGPT, for example, or Claude. Feed this PDF file from your Padlet, and then you can interact with it. You can ask for to create a test about, to create a summary. You can extract information. You can create a table, anything. You can also, if you ask your students to record videos, audio files, to post some links to their, I don't know, Google Docs, whatever, you can actually, right, when it's done, when the Padlet is over and your course is over and you need to a new Padlet to be added to your free account, you want to delete it. So instead of deleting everything, you can first of all download all files from your Padlet. So you will have a zip folder with all the information, all the files, all the uploads put together really nicely for you. And then one amazing, I think I saw some votes on this one. AI can actually create a new Padlet layout for your specific needs, for your specific lesson. You can give it a framework of what kind of lesson you're looking for, and then you have a TA kind of inside Padlet that creates a Padlet for you. You don't have to do everything from scratch. You can ask for things and it works amazingly. So these are the new features. All of them are worth, I told you, each tool is about 3 hours training and demonstration, and another 10 hours of you playing around and implementing in your own teaching. Just showing you some highlights and some interesting things that I have discovered for myself. Last question, and then we'll go into some more demonstration. This is a word cloud. So this is just something I wanted to demonstrate for those of you who are familiar with Mentimeter and you've been using word cloud feature inside Mentimeter. You can also do it inside Quizizz, and it's a free account. So it's not a paid feature. You can use any word clouds that you like. So my question here is, what soft skills can the use of Padlet develop in your students? So when they use Padlet, when you use Padlet in your teaching, what kind of soft skills can be developed? So this is really interesting for me to know what you think. You have 2 minutes to think and post. You can post 1 word or 2 words only. So I know that there are many soft skills you can think of. Think of top 2 or top 1 and post it. We'll see how this word cloud feature works. And again, just to remind you, we're doing this with me showing you the teacher's interface right from my screen, and you experiencing it as a participant, as a student, right, in your own classroom. If you decide to use the tool, it's just really a wonderful tool. I wanted you to experience it from this perspective so you know how comfortable it is to use. So my students like it, and they are exposed to many tools. So they like some of them more, some of them less. This one is usually on top tools. Like, okay, we got already 13, 14 responses. So what soft skills? Right, 21st century skills, power skills, what else? Transferability skills, what transformation skills. They have many different names. I have a new name for these skills. I think they should be called harmony skills, like for harmony and balance, and beyond technology, beyond something you know. How do you become successful and happy in life having all these skills, right? So we need to focus on these now more than anything else in the second half of the 21st century. Let's see. And we already have a wonderful word cloud coming up. Critical thinking, creativity, opinion sharing, teamwork, leadership, comprehension. We can definitely develop reading comprehension, whether it's a soft skill, I don't know, it's probably a hard skill. Involvement, motivation, interaction, speech, interactive learning, problem solving is a soft skill too. So, but creativity is like involved, right? Even public speaking. Imagine this use case when students create something in teamwork, definitely teamwork, collaboration when they work in teams. Some of them need to be leaders, some of them, of course, all of them need to be critical thinkers, right? So it's a lot of different skills that can be developed. But then when you go into that presentation mode and present your slides with PowerPoint, it's even public speaking, communication skills, right? Active listening skills, right? When you work in teams and work with each other and decide what to post, it's active listening, and it's many more things, right? So this was the last question. And now I want to show you, so this was like questions inside Quizizz about Padlet. We have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna show you a little more about the Quizizz software itself, what it is and how it can be used. So let's see. A few things open here. So I think this one is, yeah. So it's a little introduction into Quizizz. Let me see if I can show you the main interface first. You're not familiar. If you're familiar, probably there are some updates that you will discover now. So what I like, they have, instead of just calling everything a quiz or a game, right, as in the past, now they have different options. You can, so those classic questions, right, Quizizz questions are now called assessments. Again, you can run those as a teacher-led lesson, as a student self-paced activity in class, or as an assigned homework, right, asynchronously. You have reports here on the side. You can track your students' answers. I'll show you in a second. But in addition to assessment classic quizzes, you can do lessons with it. So you can actually show different slides. I'll show you in a second. You have interactive videos, a feature, and you have passages. Passages is excellent for reading comprehension or any other type of any discipline lesson. So you can put your slides, your laser physics slides on one side with everything you want to talk about. And on the side, you will have questions for content comprehension, right? So this is called passages, where you have content, which could be a text, a video, slides, and then you also have questions on the side. So it's a split screen. I'll demonstrate in a second. Reports are powerful because you can always go into your reports. And for example, today I had 38 participants inside this activity. I can go inside and see how many questions were answered or not answered, and which questions. So if I go question by question, I can also identify questions that was less accurate, only 11% accuracy, and then there are questions that are 50% accuracy, and so on and so forth. And those reports are saved for all your students, all your semesters. So if I go to my, I don't know, this was like a homework assignment where students practiced some words. So I can see that I actually assigned this as a learning exercise, because you can go into the settings and ask Quizizz to allow students to repeat the question that they get wrong, so they actually can get 100. So you see all those hundreds, not because the quiz is easy, the quiz is really, really difficult. The first time they did it, they all get a 20 and a 30. Okay, it's a really difficult quiz with really advanced vocabulary. But once you do it, you see, eventually this student, for example, it's a mastery mode, progressed from 60% accuracy to 100% accuracy after the same incorrect question was repeated to the student. So it's really, really powerful. You see, it has a real powerful feature, something you don't have in Kahoot. Maybe now you do, I don't know. So let me not say something I'm not completely sure. So back to the demonstration of quizzes. So this is an example of a passage activity. Passage means that you, first of all, you can go to Explore button and search for your topic of interest, for your level, for your discipline, and find lots and lots of quizzes that are already created by other teachers, millions of teachers. I think I received an email from them, was it them or another platform yesterday, that they have more than 1 million users on the platform. I think it was Brisk, maybe not Quizizz. I don't know. Quizizz maybe are older and have more than a million already a long time ago. So they have tons and tons of lessons, quizzes, activities ready for you to, adapt, because you can copy them into your library and make your changes. You can also create new questions compiled from different existing quizzes. It's so powerful. Again, I can't really show you everything in the remaining 5-10 minutes, but it really deserves, as I said, a 3-hour workshop where all these things can be demonstrated, and you can go and actually learn about this yourself. There are different YouTube videos and all that. So Explore is really powerful. So let me show you this feature that is called Passages, where the split screen, right? So I found this lesson in a library, and now I can go and preview it. Before I launch it in my class, I would go and preview it. I can say that I want to preview the lesson as a student. You see, preview as a student. Let's go. And now I have this show more, show less. Remember, I told you can, we are in full screen, so that's fine. I don't think I need to, well, I can, the music is off. So basically, usually the music is running and it's a little distracting. So in order to turn it off, it's important to know, just go into this little thing and turn the music off. But then if you have students who need reading accommodations, this is an amazing feature. You can turn on the read aloud, the read text aloud thing, and then look how it works. I don't know if it's going to work inside the
question.
Yeah.
Quizizz allows teachers to create and deliver _____________ curriculum resources.
Okay, so it's
Option 1 bell to bell. Option 2 online only.
okay. So this is quite robotic, right? It's not the best AI yet for read aloud, but it's there. It's there and it's free, and you can use it. Like, make sure you don't put the underscore, right? Just have one line blank or something, and then it's more adjusted if you work with students who need read aloud features. So it's really powerful. Now here is a little bit of introduction to quizzes. So I can even show, let me show less and go just into the slides mode. I think there is a way to increase the size. So as I showed you already, you have quizzes for assessment, for lessons, for passages, for interactive video, and the new feature is going to be a replacement to Quizlet. Quizlet has become exclusively paid. It's amazing. It's an amazing app. I've been using it for so many years, but you can't use it if you don't have a pro teacher account. So I do have a pro teacher account, but when I recommend a new tool, I can't really recommend anyone go and start paying for it. Just yet another tool, right? So this one is like free. It's flashcards, so wonderful. And everything is AI powered. Again, the number of AI interactions is limited in the free account, probably, obviously, right? But you can still explore this. So you can use quizzes for assessments, for lessons, for passages. This is an example of a passage where you have content and questions on the side. You see the questions are organized on your side here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go into
Question. What is one of the
and try to answer it, and then again hide it. and continue reading a lesson. I think it's wonderful. Okay, you have passages, you have flashcards, and again, once you created your flashcards, you can do all kinds of activities with your flashcards. Active recall, practice mode, pre-read mode, right? All those accommodations I've shown you, you have text-to-speech, you can adjust the font size. They're really, really working with providing accommodation and supportive universal learning and design for learners. It's really amazing what they have created here. Answers breakdown. And this is what I mentioned already. The classic mode means students are progressing at their own pace in class when you launch the game, and then you can discuss the results, discuss their mistakes, common mistakes. You can hide their names when you show the reports and say, okay, you see this question was problematic. A lot of you got the wrong answer. Let's check. You have a master pick, which is kind of a game, a competition game based on the questions that you put in the same quiz. So you don't have to do anything. You have a set of questions and you have multiple activities to do. Instructor pace is what we have done today, where I decide when to click to go to the next question, right? I as an instructor. So this is another way to teach. I use it a lot in my teaching. Team mode, where you put your students in teams and they compete. There is also a test mode with exam readiness training, with the kind of a grade that they get at the end. And these are the different types of questions that you can add. Obviously, multiple choice, fill in the gaps are free. Droid was the first question that you got with a nice introduction, and you can doodle on the screen. I used to use Droid a lot. For example, when I had real books or booklets or some kind of worksheets that we use in class, and I want a specific activity to see like feedback of everyone. So just take a screenshot of a picture of something, of an exercise, and they circle something on the screen. Open-ended questions, video responses, audio responses is also working inside Quizizz, but it's only in paid version, so I've never experienced or tried this one. Poll is free, and matching question, I think, is all the higher order thinking questions are not freely accessible. So match and reorder and all those are in the paid options. I'm going to scroll quickly. We're not interested. There is also math response and graphing and more. Okay, so this is what is Quizizz. Now, how much time do we have? We can go until 12, right? Another 10 minutes. Yeah, I know that I promised only 45 minutes, so whoever needs to disconnect, please just say goodbye in the chat and I will read your comments later. I have found this, one second, I'm going to this screen now. Here, okay. So I wanted to show you the AI power, right? The AI advanced mode in both apps. So let me demonstrate this quickly using this deck. So you have to refresh the screen. And in the test mode. So that's another resource that you can all access with the code. The code is on top. So when you go to Quizizz and join a quiz, you just put 10551144, write your name, and then you go through this deck. I don't know why it's not working here. Okay. It's just I'm in the last slide. Okay, so let me, you see all this is something that you can create in Quizizz yourself, right? You can add, you can embed videos, you can ask questions as you go. I don't think I'm in the right place. I can't see its test. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to show you how to join this yourself. So I'm going to go into quizizz.com and I'm going to join my quiz, join the quiz. And I'll show you from the beginning the powerful AI demonstration with the code. So the code is 10551144, and you can also do the same thing. I'm going to share this link in the chat. You can upload your own content inside Passages. Someone asked, of course, you can upload anything you want. You can upload PDF files, links to videos, whatever. Let me post the link again to this because it went into the wrong. Okay, now everyone got it. So Quizizz join, and then you post this code 10551144 join. Now it asks for your name. Start over. AI coffee break. Reattempt. Okay. So I really like the way it looks, right? You have an embedded video, you can watch this. This is AI certification, open to all. You can join it for free. Just go through the slides and it explains about what to do. Remember, I mentioned the pro tip. Sometimes the music is disturbing and distracting. Click on this link and turn it off. Then you can click on those videos and watch how to work with it. You can watch the videos faster or slower. So let's go into the AI features. I like you see the first slide that they say, so responsible use of AI in education, right? Make sure you check what you post, what you share with your students, personalized resources, and creating quizzes with AI. I'm not going to play this. We are short of time. Just I've shared the resource. You can go inside and play it for yourself. Basically, this is like a demonstration I can also show you, but this is already ready with explanation. When you have your main menu, right, under your option, you saw it create, explore, my library, Quizizz AI. When you go to Quizizz AI, it prompts you to start creating with quizzes, and you have options, worksheets or question bank, you have documents, you have topics, prompts, and you can also just write a topic here and search for different questions inside Quizizz library itself. And then you can modify anything and everything with AI inside the editing features of your quizzes. Okay, so you can decide whether you want it as a quiz, as a lesson, as a passage, and you start working with AI. So what are the different resources you can use to create quizzes, extract questions from worksheets, upload documents, right? And then AI is working on creating your quizzes, websites, online articles. You can give it a website and ask for a quiz. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but it's important. There is a wonderful Google Chrome extension called Quizizz. So when you are on the website of your choice, reading the article that is related to your curriculum, to your syllabus, you can click on that Google extension, Quizizz, and ask to generate a quiz based on the content of the web page you are browsing. It can be a YouTube video again, it can be an article, and you will receive an automatically created quiz for you inside your Quizizz library. Amazing. Okay, so all of this is correct answer. Okay, what would you select if you didn't have pre-made content to create from? You see, if you don't have a document pre-made, you would go and select a text or prompt, right? I click on it. It's another way you can ask questions inside Quizizz, submit, and that's correct. It means that you go to create a quiz from text, from a prompt, and you begin. Over the next few slides, we'll show you some of the coolest ways in which you can generate resources using Quizizz AI. So you can take, again, any image, put it, and it will extract images from your worksheets and put it inside your questions, inside your quizzes. You can turn your worksheets, question banks, and textbooks into instant digital activities, ready in seconds. Worksheets into instant quizzes, right? Pictures into quizzes, and then create a quiz. You see, while you're going through this training / certification thing, it says now take your time and go and create a quiz yourself. So it's really, really nice. Just follow that link that I shared, and you can do it yourself. Take it for a test run on the next slide, and look what happens. It should initiate. I think there is a delay in the internet, but usually the quizzes, here it goes, it shows up, and you need to connect with your Gmail account, and then you start working on your library. It's really nice. You can create a quiz from a PDF file, just upload a PDF into Quizizz and you get a quiz ready for your teaching. You have an instruction video how to do it, and more and more and more. It goes on and on and on and on. We have to finish in 4 minutes. So I think I want to go back for just 1 minute to the topic of Padlet, because also Padlet has a new feature. I'm going to share the link with you in the chat, which is called Padlet TA, Teacher Assistant. It's a kind of magic school or something like this with a lot of different things where you can ask Padlet to create a lesson plan for you with AI, to create groups, to generate a QR code, to create a worksheet, and so on and so forth. Let me show you one important feature here on how to use AI when you create a new Padlet. It's really, really mind-blowing. So I'm just going to go into my Padlet account and make a Padlet, right? When I click on make a new Padlet, you have options. I will just make it smaller because I want to show you that you can start from scratch. And that's one of the ways you start from scratch. You choose what kind of board you want to do, and then, or a sandbox. Sandbox means that it's kind of a Jamboard activity, right? Whiteboard with things. Or you go to AI recipes, right? AI recipes, I don't know if you will see it if you don't activate Better. Better is, I think it needs to be activated in your account. So let me show you, because if you don't activate it, you won't be able to see AI recipes. So go to your username, go to your settings, and make sure that you are defined as a lecturer, as a teacher, not as a student, and that you have your better features on, not off. You see here, you have better features. Mine is on. So if it's off, you will not see the AI recipes. So make sure it's on, and make sure that your account is for the teacher. So when you have these better features on, you have all these different AI recipes for your Padlet to go, but you can go to your custom board and look what happens. It says, I'm a teacher. You can continue. I'm a teacher in university level, this and this discipline. And then I want to create. And then you write what you want to create. I need to create a group activity for 38 breakout rooms. This is real assignment that I will now work on for next week. For in 2 weeks, we have a session about grassroots leadership session where I want the students to work on something. So I will ask Padlet to generate the layout and the content. Not only generates the layout itself with AI, it can also generate some posts for you. So I will ask for the different definitions and illustrations and links to websites on a certain topic, and it will create a Padlet for me ready with all this information. I can even ask to have some multiple choice questions and so on and so forth. So here's the place where you play around with the prompting, and then you can generate a new Padlet from this custom board. I know that those of you who are heavy users, experienced with Padlet, my usual use case is to take one of my favorite Padlets that worked in the previous semester and remake. I just duplicate it. I don't bother going and creating a new one from blank, from scratch. So this is your chance to now get creative and create something new. And in addition to AI recipes, there are some probably standard recipes with feedback, Kanban, rubrics. So there are so many new features in Padlet. Let me share one last link and we're done. One last link to Padlet will be this one, because it takes you to Padlet help training. And from this screen, you can go to the TA, Padlet TA thing, and you can also go to, get started, video tutorials. You see in the side, it will take you to, first of all, you can learn about Padlet here. You can go to templates, explore different templates, and in video tutorials, it will take you directly to their YouTube channel. with all different trainings and updates about Padlet. And they have tons. And
Over the last 12 years, millions of people.
all of these are about AI. Because for the last at least year and a half, they have been adding and adding and adding new AI features, and they are worth your time exploring. Thank you. We're done. It's 12:01. I think it's 1 hour on the clock. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Any questions, any comments in the chat? And I see you in the next AI coffee break. Thank you.